This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. Continue Mishna Berura. Yomi up to some tough kuf pehei. We're in the Ramah and Sif Daled. Noyagin lahakrois lefnei hatoikeya. Say that tkiyos. The minhag is to read before the Baal Toikeya. The order of the tkiyos Mila, the Mila word by word, Kadei Shaloi Yites, so that he doesn't make a mistake. V'nachen hu, and that is correct. Says the Mishna Berura. Lahakros hamaspal shachas makra la Toikeya. The Baal Shachar should be the makra for the Toikeya. V'magam sheish moirat tzedek hu makra. If there's a Rav, if there's a Paisek, he's the Baal makra. Gam tkiyah rishana yikra lefanav afal gav. The first tkiyah you also read before him, even though it's not likely he'll make a mistake with that. One time they weren't able to blow Shofar, they turned over the shofar and they read into the shofar of the Hinayam. Veshuv Yachlu Litkaya, and then they were able to blow, says the Magen Avram, in the name of the Ma'aril. Ba'ayin v'dagam mervava. Look in the Dagam Mervava, Shazo Davka b'tkiyos dim umad. This is specifically in the tkiyos that was for standing. Avatkiyos dim the sitting tkiyos, Harei hefsek gomer bein brachla tkiyah. It's a hefsek between the blessing and the tkiyah. Look in the Shar Tshuva that he answers us. Says in Mishna Berura, l'chadchila, it is not appropriate to do this in the tkiyos de miyushav. If you have to take another shofar, you don't have to make another bracha. Since it was before you on the table, your das was on all of them. The Baal Makre and the Baal Tokea, it is roi that they should learn well the Dinei Shofar and the Seder Atkiyas Kilafamim Me'izasiva. Sometimes, for whatever reason, Noifel Tos B'fi HaMakra, there's a mistake in the mouth of the makra, or in the blower, the tzarch leida, and they need to know what to do im litkaya lahalan, whether to blow further, or to go to the beginning of the order. Says the Matei Ephraim. Siv Hey. Someone who takes payment to blow on Rosh Hashanah, or to be the chazan, or letargim Shabbos Yom Tov, or to be the metargim. Eino roya me oisa sachar siman bracha. Will not see from that those wages a sign of a blessing. Eino roya ayin la'ob siman shinvav sivhei of Mishna Berura Sham. That is Mishna Berura Sivkatan Yotes. We begin siman taf kof pevav dinei shofar Rosh Hashanah. The laws of the shofar. Shofar Rosh Hashanah. The shofar Rosh Hashanah mitzvah b'shal ayil. The mitzvah is that it should be of a ram, the chafuf, and it should be bent. With the Yavad Kashavas Ksherem, but the Yavad all Shavas Kashav Bein shouldn't make Kfufim, whether straight or bent. Mitzvah Chfufim, it's a bigger mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to use a bent one. Yois for me b'pshutim more than a straight one. V'shal para, pasul of a cow is pasul. B'chal gavne, v'chein karne roiv hachayos, and the horns of most wild animals, shem etzem echa, which are one bone, ve'in lahemi b'fnim zachros, and they don't have on the inside this feature of zachros. Psulim are pasul. Says Ramah v'chein shofar behema tamei pasul. A shofar from a unkosher animal is pasul. Says the Mishna Berura. So Rosh Hashanah fuki b'tainis, as opposed to on a fast, toikim gankim b'shofar, that we also blow a shofar. Lo b'inun shel ayil b'kafuf. Doesn't have to be a ram or bent. B'shal ayil azecha kedas yitzchak. V'chlal zeh gam kibsa nekeva. Including this is a female lamb. Ela de mahajin b'yosin nogin lachzar achar shel ayil. We use a male ram. Davke shu zecher tfeila ayil shel yitzchak. That's more similar to the Isle of Yitzchak. As a sign to bend your heart over to the Creator. The Eved kol hashefaris, the Eved all shefaris are kasha b'chulu v'tzarch lemar afilu shel shar behemos echayis, even other behemos echayis. Mikol makom. Nevertheless, b'yesh lo shofar shel tayish, if you have a shofar of a male ram, ve'ez, or a goat, yakdimeno l'shofar shel ye'elem, they should take precedence over a ye'elim, which is a type of chay, or sharchas, do karvlim and sayos, that's more like sheep, kitasiv, say chesavim v'sayizim, because they chektas like it as yitzchak. Umitzvah b'chvufim, v'tzoyin olemar, lav dafka ba'ayil. Not only of an ayil, ela afil b'shar behemas chayis, any other animal, gam can kafaf adaf mipasha, bent over is better than trade. V'nei mechaber sasam loy be'er, the mechaber unqualified statement, he didn't explain, ayil pashad v'kafaf mishar minim. Eza mehen adaf. The Mechaber didn't say, what if it's an ayil of a ram which is straight or bent of a different species, which is better? The malus kaf of adif. The maskan of most poskim is the maila of bent over is more important. If you have, let's say, a ram which is bent or a lamb which is straight, yiska b'shel ye'elim. In other words, if you have a yael which is kafaf, which is not an ayel, or a keves which is more similar to an ayel but it's straight, yiska b'shel ye'elim b'kafaf, better to take the bent one. The talking rabban letkah b'kafaf, the rabbanon were saying to blow one that is bent l'simin as a sign sheyichvafu libam lamakam atfilah, to bend your hearts to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in prayer. She'enkin shofar shal ayel, as opposed to shofar and ayel, ino tikkun rabbanon. It's not a tikkun of the rabbanon. Let's go yadafka b'shal ayel. Elaminag, it's a custom shanago kol yisomay elam azecha akeda that the Jewish people always accustom themselves with. V'ika b'zeh mitzvah v'na'mivchar. It's not as critical and fundamental as bent. Mikamakam kasam farshim gam b'zeh yesh al kavanim dina dehidr mitzvah. There's still a din of hiddur mitzvah when it comes to trying to find the shofar of an ayel. Therefore, you should spend more than a third of your money to get a shofar of an ayel. Shalpara of a cow, v'adin shalshar, or an ox, that's called a keren, a horn, and not a shofar. The horns of most wild animals, let's say a ra'im or a deer, upasol shamhu mishum the shofar tzach liyas chalal. Their psuls because the shofar needs to be hollow. The shofar u'milashin shvayferas. Shofar is from the word tube. Psulim elu de paro the etzem echad, the psul of a cow or one bone who min hatar is midaraisa. Afilu ein lo shofar acher. Even if you have no other shofar, don't blow from that because you're not doing anything. Likewise, shofar from a non-kosher animal. Just like you can't make tefillin from the hide of a non-kosher animal because achronim shein din zabar. Achronim write that this din is not pashal hachim ein lo shofar acher. If you don't have any other shofar that from a non-kosher animal, yiskava, you should blow from a non-kosher animal. Achim lo yivarech alav, you shouldn't make a bracha on it. The shemu pasal midina because maybe it's pasal midina. When you get another shofar, you blow again, but again without a bracha, because maybe you're yotze the first time, begam can blow bracha, the shema kfar yotze b'shofar rishon. Ulekulei alma, and according to everyone, shofar shal nevelo treifa, a shofar of a nevelo and a treifa, kasher litkaya by, it's kasher to blow in. Okay, we'll hold it over here. There's Hashem. We'll pick it up next time in Sif Beis.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.